Hey guys, Moshe the Electric Israeli is here. Thank you for joining. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters. This morning, I had the privilege to go to the Tesla Center, not too far from where I live, Ottawa, New Jersey, but half hour. I returned my old lease and I picked up a new one for my son. And I saw on the parking lot there was a Model 3 and a Model Y Standard. And I took a lot of videos I'm going to share with you in a minute. And you know what? And I'm going to read some of the specs. I did some little research. I'm going to read some of the specs. And I have to tell you, my first reaction, there is very little difference. Not 100%. There's not too much difference between the standard rear wheel Model 3 and the premium rear wheel Model 3. Because that's the one that you want to compare. You can compare that to the performance, two different things. So let me read you the specs, show you some videos. Let's start with the Model 3 and then with the Model Y. First of all, obviously it's the price. $37,000 for the standard, 42 and a half for the premium. So it's $5,500 difference. That is not a small amount of money. That's a lot of money, $5,500. So the question is it worth it? Okay. Now, range, the Model 3 is 321 miles versus 363. So that's a difference. There's no question about it. It is a significant difference, but anything over 300 miles, if you are not a person who drives long distances, 321 is more than enough. Okay, more than enough. 0 to 60, that's when it gets a little tricky. 5.8. For the standards, 4.9 for the premium. You will know the difference. Wait until you see the Model Y. That's really a difference. Now, supercharging, it's a little slower, 170 miles in 15 minutes for the standards and 195 miles for the premium. So that is a difference, okay? 25 miles faster, but whatever. Speakers, same thing, 7 speakers for each model. Connectivity, cellular data, Wi-Fi, all that stuff, Bluetooth, and all that for both of them. But the Model 3 doesn't have FM radio. Who cares? I never listened to it. Now, the wheels, you got 18 or 19 inch, but the standard is 18 inch Prismata wheels, which are very, very efficient. Very efficient. Remember, this is a smaller battery. I think it's 60 kilowatt hour battery. Now the display, the same thing, 15.4 in the touch screen in the front, but no 8-inch second row in the standard. Okay, no, you don't have that. The interior, the manual adjusted steering wheel for the standard versus the customized wraparound ambient lighting and the power steering wheel. So none of that in the Model 3. Is it important to you? You set up your steering wheel once, one and done. You never do it again. The decor, it's a textile decor in the Model 3 standard, and in the premium, it's a microsuit and textile decor. It's a little bit more fancy, no big deal, believe me. Climate control, second row manual adjusted air vents versus the touch screen adjusted air vents. Okay. The seating, vegan leather and textile in the Model 3. I like it, by the way. And first row heated seats. In the premium, you got the perforated vegan leather. I like that. I have it in my Model Y. And the first row heated and ventilated seat, and the second row heated seat. So there's no heated seat in the back in the Model 3. Exterior, the manual folding side view mirrors versus the power folding auto dimming side view mirror. Okay. The right is passive shock absorbance versus the frequently dependent shock absorbance. It's more comfortable. In America only, not in Europe, there is no autopilot. This is disgraceful almost. It's just a traffic-aware cruise control, the adaptive cruise control. It's really disgraceful. Why? Because they want you to get the FSD for additional $8,000. That's not good. As opposed to the traffic-aware and the auto steer, meaning the autopilot. Okay, so basically these are the main one. Let me give you a few more changes that I think that are significant. There are metric lights for the Model 3, so there's no change there. All right, the Model 3 has all the premium touches. You can see, you cannot tell the difference. It does have the indicator stalk. It's nice. It's really, really nice, okay? The Model 3 has the fancy headlights, okay? It has on the door pockets, it has that, that little carpet inside, which makes it much nicer, and it's good for range also, and for a comfortable ride and quieter ride. Okay, it has obviously the Alcantara wireless pads in the front. They never work. But also, they have the panoramic roof. The panoramic roof in the Model 3 exists. It has actually a little speaker above it in the middle of that divider. It's really, really nice. So, what I'm saying, the Model 3, $5,500, I'll take it. It's a great value. Really, really great value. I'll absolutely take it. Not the Model Y. Okay, let me give you the Model Y. Now, the difference is $5,000, okay? It's $39,990 versus $44,990. Okay, so it's $5,000. It's very affordable. 321 miles range, obviously. So it is a big difference versus the long range medium. What do we call it? The rear wheel premium. That's the one you want to compare. You don't want to compare it to the dual motor because it's not the same. It's not the same thing. So that's 357. It is the longest Model Y that they have. So 321 versus 357. If long range driving is what you do, then you should consider that. Okay, but 321 is great. 0 to 60 is 6.8. That's 7 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers. That's turtle, okay, versus 5.4, which is faster turtle. So, to me, it's a difference. 160 miles of supercharging in 15 minutes versus 182 miles in 15 minutes for the premium. That's 22 miles faster. It is significant if you supercharge a lot. It's completely insignificant if you go on an annual or twice a year trip. So it's not a big deal. Now here's when it gets more accentuated. Only 7 speakers in the Model Y standard versus 15 speakers and 1 subwoofer in the premium. And that's significant. I like music, so that is significant. There's no FM radio in the standard. I don't care. And the Model Y the standard Model Y comes with 18 or 19-inch wheels versus 19 or 20, the crossflow or the helix in the premium. Now, I have to say that the Model Y has a small battery, just like the Model 3, and these wheels and the wheel covers are very efficient. They get good aerodynamic out of it. Now, the display, just like the Model 3, same thing, 15.4, but there's no 8-inch touchscreen in the back. There is no glass roof. I mean, there is, but you don't see it. It's all covered with cloth, okay? And I touched it, it's covered. And, that, like Teslas and glass roofs go together, they did it so they can get better sound deadening. Remember, there's only double glass in the front doors, not in the back or all around like they have in the Model Ys now. So there's no sunroof. There is, you don't see it. It's all closed. And it's very un-Tesla-like, okay? So there's a panoramic roof, obviously, in the premium, but closed glass roof in the other one. Customized wraparound ambient lighting, nothing in the Model Y. Open center console. That is, listen, I am sure there's going to be third-party center console. They used to be like that in the Tesla Model Y. In the Tesla Cybertruck also, you can do that. Okay, manual adjusted steering wheel in the standard versus the power one. That's not a big deal, but the open console, no sunroof, no panoramic roof, that's a huge difference. Textile decor in the Model Y standard versus the micro-suited and textile in the other ones. I don't care about that too much. And air filtration, no HEPA filter. That's a big deal. No bioweapon defense. Sorry. Second row, manual adjust air vents, okay? As opposed to the touchscreen. Seating, dual tone, textile, and vegan leather. I like it. Advantage the standard range. First row heated seats only. The other side, the other one, the premium first row heated and ventilated seats, and second row power seats, power folding seats, your own cup holder, as opposed to the seat, the back of the middle seat that folds back and becomes a cup holder. That's very smart, but it is what it is. Second row heated seats in the premium, no heated seats in the premium in the back. LED headlights for both, but auto high beams as opposed to auto and adaptive high beam, the matrix, what we call. Manual folding side view mirror in the standard versus the power folding auto side, and the dimming. The ride comfort, just like in the Model 3, passive shock absorber, and versus the frequently dependent shock absorber. So much more less rigid. Okay. No autopilot, disgraceful. Yes, autopilot in Europe, but no autopilot in the United States. So just adaptive cruise control, hoping that you will buy the FSD. Okay, 2 wireless phone chargers, 3 42-watt outlets, and on USB, 2 outlets, 65 watt, aluminum and premium textile details depending what version you buy, and all that. 8 cameras, trunk, hands-free for both, climate first row touchscreen adjusted, and all that stuff. Okay, so that's the main ones in the Model Y. Now I have to say, $5,000 for all of these downgrades, I don't know about that. It's too many downgrades. The front is 1 square feet smaller, and it's this fiberglass schmutz. I don't even know what that is. The fiberglass stuff, whatever it is, and you can see all. This is not Tesla. You can see the wiring and the this and the that. Like, how much money did you save on that? In the Model 3, it's like regular frunk. You don't see all the pipes and all of the metal and all that stuff. So it's very disappointing. That what made the difference. Now the trunk closes like old fashioned, like gas cars, like you slam it. It's not that click. The Model 3 has the click. Okay, but size wise, obviously no front light. The front light that they have, in the front, which is beautiful, and in the back, that red beautiful light in the back. No line. So I would say, guys, for $5,000, you'll get so much more range and everything else you need. So much more range, faster charging, full frunk, folding seats automatically with the button. You get everything for in other words, if it was $10,000 less, then we can talk. But it's only $5,000. So, I mean, I'm not diminishing $5,000. $5,000 is a lot of money, but I don't know about that. Let me know what you would do. Thank you guys for watching. And here's a word from my sponsor.